What's up, fam? Great to see you. I hope you're having an amazing day. This is Shamira Hill, the co-founder of DG Self Publishing and the author of The Shy Monster. And I have some really exciting news. I have been looking forward to sharing this with you. So many of you know that I spend a lot of my time helping authors through the entire self-publishing process. Authors who have written a children's book and they're ready to have it illustrated. So my company, DG Self Publishing, helps them by providing illustrations, cover design, layout design, author websites, marketing materials, the entire process. We create everything and walk them through the entire process. And that takes up a lot of my time. So I myself am a children's book author, but because I have spent a lot of time focusing on helping others with their books, it's been a while and I haven't created another book written by me in a while. So the time has finally come. I know I've been focused on everyone else's book for a while, but I'm really excited to say that I am finally beginning the process of working on my next children's book that was written by me. And so I want to do something. I know when we work with clients, we of course have to maintain their confidentiality. So there's only so much that we can share, because we're not going to share anything that the client doesn't want to be shared. And a lot of times you don't even find out about the books until after the process is already completed. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to see what it's like behind the scenes and basically go through this entire self-publishing journey with me, so you can journey with me through the entire process of creating this book from start to finish. So I'm excited. It's been a long time coming. I'm finally working on my next book. And I'm hoping that from journeying with me, you'll be able to learn from my experiences and get some really good insight, and it'll even inspire you to go ahead and take action on making your book a reality as well. So it is November right now. This is actually Picture Book Month. And so I think it's the perfect time for me to start this process of working on my next picture book. And my first book, The Shy Monster, was a picture book as well. It was about helping children to overcome shyness. My next book, I'm not going to reveal like everything about it right now, but it's a different type of book, but it is also a picture book, and it deals with jealousy and self-love and empowerment. Okay, so that's just to give you a little hint as to what it's about. It deals with going from that place of being kind of like envious or jealous of what others are good at, or feeling like, okay, maybe I'm not good enough, or I'm not special because I can't do what they do, and they're always getting all this attention, and they have this going, and they look like this, and they have this skill. So it's helping children who struggle with that to get to a place of self-love and accepting and really embracing their own gifts and talents and walking in that, so that they can be their best versions of themselves and just let their own light shine so bright that they're not really worried about or focused on other people's light. They don't feel the need to compare themselves to others because they're embracing their own greatness. And it also deals with empowerment. So it's going to be a great book that parents and educators can use to empower children to walk in their own greatness. All right, so that's a little bit about what it's about. I'm going to give you the backstory of where I'm at in my process so far. So the writing process, the manuscript is completed. It took me 4 weeks to complete it, and I did it using our writing guide. It's our free writing guide, which you can actually download as well off of our website, dgselfpublishing.com. You just go to dgselfpublishing.com and click on free stuff, and you'll see the free writing guide right there in our free resources. So I use that same writing guide that we give to our authors and our followers and stuff like that. I use the same one to write this book, and it walks me through the process of brainstorming different ideas, solidifying my target audience, doing an outline, and writing a first draft, which was my rough draft, and then revising that to kind of like spice it up, bring the language more to life, things like that, for my second draft. So that entire process, brainstorm, outline, first draft, second draft, I did all of that over a period of 4 Saturdays. And I actually timed myself each time. So the total time it took for me to do all of that was 6 hours and 14 minutes. That's it. It really doesn't sound that much, but yeah, that's how much time it took me to go through that entire process, including completing my second draft. And I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner. I'm always helping other people with their stuff. So of course it can be challenging to block out the time, but that's really what it took, was just blocking out the time on my schedule. And I did it on Saturday afternoons and Saturday mornings. So, you know, it was a time when I was not working, and what I did was did it during my baby's nap time. I have a little one. He's 21 months old now. So, and I did it earlier this year. So he was napping or he was still asleep. So for example, I would start at like a little bit after 6 in the morning on some days where him and my husband were still resting peacefully, so it was quiet in the house. And then other times I worked in the afternoons while Winston, my baby, was napping. So that was my strategy: work when the guys are sleeping and the house is quiet and I can focus and really get into my creative zone. And it just took 4 Saturdays to knock it out. Again, 6 hours, 14 minutes, that was it. So I hope that's encouraging for you. It can seem daunting, the idea of writing a children's book, and even like, when are you going to find the time? But seriously, if you just block out a couple hours a week and just stick to it, just do it every week until it's done, you can easily be done in 4 weeks, just like I was. All right. And the writing guide is super helpful. Like, it really guides you step by step through the entire process. So that's what I did to write it. After I finished writing, I actually decided to do a beta reading. So beta reading is when you get like some people to test the book out on. You read your story to some people and you get their feedback so that you can just know how other people react to it before you actually finalize it, and even before you begin the editing process. So, well, you can do it after editing, but I think it's great to do it before the editing process. So I just reached out to some people to see who would be interested, and I actually did it on the same day that I finished my second draft. I reached out to see who would like to start a beta reading group. A few days later, we did our first beta reading, and what I found out is that I had so much in my manuscript. It was like 2 stories in once. And so I got some really great feedback. And based on the feedback, I decided to turn that one manuscript into 2 separate stories. So we rescheduled a follow-up beta reading to take place a couple weeks later. And that's when I read the adjusted version of the stories. And then I picked which one of the stories I'm going to focus on. So that's how I got to where I am right now. I have my finished manuscript. Oh, and actually one more thing. After I finished the beta reading and making the adjustments, things like that, I wrote my additional content. So like discussion questions, book blurb, author bio, things like that. So all of that is officially done, and my next step will be to begin the editing process. So I'll be checking in with you guys to let you know how things are going, and you'll just be going with me along this ride. All right, so let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.